Got me falling right back.
Hey guys, what's going on? Sasha RSPS here. Today I'm coming back to you with another Spawn PK video. Today we're going to be doing a server tour actually, which is a little bit different, but I'm going to be showing you as much content as I can just to get some new players going. I'm going to have a referral link down in the description. If you go here and you're going to press, probably you're going to want to press a PK account just to start off because you can always change to a trained account later. It's going to give you all 99 so you can start PKing right away. You're going to set a pin. I'm going to pause the video while I do. Alright, now so you can set your character up however you like. You can customize it. Something very unique right off the bat about Spawn PK is that you can change between 07 graphics and ticks and pre-EOC. I personally play on pre-EOC. It might take a little while for you to get used to the tick system, but it works pretty well. Now if you go to the knowledge base here, you can see the donator ranks, all this information, which I'll go into more in depth later. The first thing you're going to do is going to do : vote. You're going to vote on these 4 sites. What this is going to do is this is going to give you the opportunity to get about 600 mil from that, because you get 4 vote tickets, and then you just get the first achievement that you're going to do is supporter 1, and that's going to give you 5 extra vote tickets. You can pop this into what is the equivalent of the Grand Exchange, which is the trading post. If you go to search item here, you can search vote ticks, and it's going to be about 75 mil-ish. And you know, they fluctuate a lot, so you know, they might not be exactly around here, but you're going to press sell, you're going to click the item, which is going to be, you know, wherever in your inventory, you're going to click it. You're going to press coins, you're going to set quantities of like 9, and then you can press the price, and it's going to be like 75 mil-ish. And that's already right there, that's about 700 mil. You can open this referral box. Say YouTuber, if you got referred by me, you can press either one of these guys, you can press other YouTubers, you can enter trial. Done, and then I've obviously already entered one, but that's not, so that's that. Here's the thieving stalls. You can do thieving daily, so there's a money making guide right here. This is all money makers right here, and these will all be viable money makers. These are fairly good to follow. If you do thieving, you get these rewards. Voting, you get a little bit extra, but it's not too much because it obviously you're already making 750 mil from voting. Aside from this, you can do undead PKers, you can teleport there, you can kill 50 of them. I would recommend you vote and then you get a Derek set. You can 1 HP bomb these with a rock cake, which you can spawn. You can spawn items down here by pressing, you can do rock cake actually. Spawn that. Oh wait, no. Oh, you can't spawn here. Okay. Do this at home with the Derek set. Spawn that. Click it, and you can set it to anything. You can use 10, you can set to 1 out of 99. You're going to set to 1 out of 99, and then you're going to go here, you're going to press teleport. You're going to protect melee, you know, put on your prayers, and be Derek bombing these, so just like that. But obviously you got to Derek some. And next very unique thing about the server is obviously they give these, all the rewards from these. So if you do your dailies every day, you do, say, undead PKers, battle mages, which also give a casket. Player killing, which is 50 kills, gives a casket. PKing, pure PKing gives a casket, and that's like 14 bill a day, just doing those barrows and the dailies. It takes about an hour and a half, and that's just 14 bill right there. If you do : pure, you can see there's a pure PKing zone, which you have to have 1 defense to enter. What this is going to do is there's obviously a ton of people actually. It's a pretty active server. There's usually about 250 at peak time. Right now there's 253, which is really, really nice. There's 58 people in Wildy. There's also obviously a bunch of PVM content, so people also AFK or do PVM. If you open your starter goodie bag, you can choose between AGS and claws. I'm going to choose beginner claws. They have 75 hits before they degrade. What this is going to do is they're just dragon claws. They have the same stats and Sting spec hits and like whatever, but they only last for 75 hits. But they're great for beginners. And in this slot over here, you're going to see that there's loadouts. You can have customized loadouts that do all different kinds of, like, they load gear from your bank, or they set up your inventory the same exact way. Now what you're going to do here is, like, it's going to be a spawnable setup at first, and what you're probably going to want to do is you're going to take your beginner AGS or beginner claws, and you're going to put them in place of the DDS that's going to be down there. It's going to be a spawnable setup, so everything that when you press loadout, it'll be able to spawn everything that is in that setup. It's going to be different than this because this is my customized one. If you want to change something, you press clone with the inventory setup and spellbook that you want, and you press yes. I just messed up my setup, but I will. And you're gonna press, you can fix them and whatnot. Next off, you're gonna see if you do : TB, you can get TB runes, you get TBs, and it switches your spellbook automatically. You can do the same thing for : barrage or : venge, and it'll switch your spellbook respectively. And then you do : prayer, you get prayer books different. Next off, we have over here we have a tournament system. So this is very unique to Spawn PK, and every 6 hours there will be a new tournament. Each tournament is kind of different. They give different rewards just randomly. Like there's a no armor tournament, a tournament, pure tournament, and then now there's a direct tournament. This one's giving a $30 bond, which sells for about 40 to 45 bill in a trading post. So that's a very large amount of money to start off with. If you look over here, there's going to be a blood perk tree. After every kill in PKing, you get blood money, about 10-15 per kill. What this is going to do, this is going to be a perk tree. So here you have Blood Vengeance 1, which is the cheapest one to unlock. It's 50 blood money. It reduces your vengeance cooldown to 25 seconds instead of 30. The Blood Vengeance 2, which is an upgraded version of this, it reduces it to 20, which is also really, really nice. It's very strong. Treasure Hunter 1, 5% drop rate increase, 5% drop rate increase for this as well. It stacks with it, and then this one stacks as well. It's Treasure Buddy, which is if you have a pet, like you can have any tier pet. You can buy pets in the trading post for about 100-200 mil for the cosmetic ones, and that will give you 7.5% blood money. I mean 7.5% drop rate bonus, excuse me. Rigor is here. You can get Rigor and Augury. You do need a fair amount of other unlocks first, which will give you blood weapons and stuff, which I'll explain in a second on my main account. But you're gonna have to go through all these and unlock the required ones before you unlock Rigor and Augury. But that's how you get Rigor and Augury on here, which is very unique, and it's not super expensive. It's probably about 5 or 6 bill for Rigor and Augury, which might sound like a lot at first, but you can make that in like half an hour of pure PKing, which is a great money maker. Just following this kind of thing. And also another way to make money is just following the achievements here. What these are they are like little tasks that you have to do, and they some of them will give you a good amount of money. Say you get 350 pure kills, you get mystery chest, prize key, but you also get all the ones before that. So you get prize key, donated mystery box. That all sells for, that's probably about the whole, doing all those pure kills, 350 pure kills, you get about 60 bill just in comp cape like rewards, like because you need these achievements for comp cape, so you might as well do them, get them out of the way. But yeah, doing achievements will get you like lots of money, so that's also very unique. Next up we have Edge PKing over here. If you take a look over here, there's Edge PKing. This is all mains for the most part. There's not really much pure PKing anymore because they moved the zone to : pure in game. These are all just spawnables and stuff and whatnot. But there's also like some riskers, people DH there. There's just Edge PKing. There's no real restrictions on it, so people bring whatever gear. If you want to do a risk fight, there's Risk Arena, which is like a zone where you can have rules, and it's like more regulated, so you won't get scammed here. Like if they scam, they're gonna have to either reimburse you or get banned. So it's just like a sanctioned more like kind of like regulated way of doing a risk fight. Over here again, you're gonna see there's a leaderboard for PKing. Every day this resets every 24 hours, as you can see down here. What this is going to do is the top place gets a $10 bond, second place gets a $5 bond, and the third place gets 250 donated tickets. Which is just, it's pretty good. The first place gets about 12 bill, second place gets about 6 bill, third place gets about 2 bill, which is really good to start off with. And if you're just going for killing people, if you're just killing people anyway, it's a good little boost to your profit, which is great. Right here you can see the Pet Keeper. This is oh wait, actually I haven't explained pets yet, so let's not do that yet. There's a magic chest here. This will take certain items and it will give you a chance to upgrade them into higher tier items. they're separated by tiers, so that's just basically how hard they are to actually have success in doing them. You take Rings of Vigor, which reduce special attack requirements by 10%. So say I use Dragon Claws, which would usually take 50% spec, they use 40% spec instead. So that's going to give you a Vigor Eye, which is auto keep and untradeable. So if you die, you keep it on death, always. Even if you're skulled, even if you're red skulled, you know, you keep it, which is really, really nice. Yeah, it's amazing kind of thing. And you can also get AGS OR, which is really nice as well. It increases the max hit of an AGS because most weapons are capped right around 80. 80 is a standard threshold for like non really high tier weapons to be capped at. There's the same thing with D-Claws OR, which also are capped at 84 instead of 80. Dark Serpentine Helm, which is all of the Serpentine Helms together. Something interesting is that on this server, Tanzanite Helm and Magma and Viper Helm, they all give stat bonuses in their respective areas instead of just being cosmetic. Tanzanite Helm gives extra magic bonus, Viper gives extra range bonus, and Magma gives extra strength bonus. Viper also gives a bit of extra strength bonus compared to a Serpentine Helm, which is +5. Tanz does not give any extra strength bonus over a Serpentine Helm, so that's something interesting. And then there's tier 3, which are mostly like fused pets and stuff, and also enchanted gloves and boots. So we have Goliath gloves and you know, full like max boots. Something that's very unique on this server is that if you go over to the donator store over here, this is going to cost donator tickets for the most part. You can look at, we have a bunch of pets. There's more than this. There's like death pet and stuff. So death pet makes it so that you keep an extra item on death when you die. And then there's Yoshi pet here, and alien pet, and fairy pet. What these do is, respectively, Yoshi pet grabs unspawnable boss and PK loots to your bank. This is really nice, obviously. If you're in the wilderness and you kill someone or you kill a monster, it's going to take all that loot and send it right to your bank, which is incredibly good. It's about 45 bill for that pet, 60 bill for an alien. It allows you to teleport at any wilderness level. So say you're at 55 wilderness in a rogue chest, you're going to be able to tele out, which is also insanely good. Fairy pet increases your drop rates by 15%, and that's stackable with any other drop rate, which is incredible. You can't have more than one pet out at the same time, but what you can do is, getting into my next point, is you can get fused pets. So there's pet fusing right here. If you go here and you say, I'd like to fuse a pet, it's going to have 2 legendary pets to fuse, and you're going to take these 2, like, you know, obviously it's 4 total, but you're going to take 2 of each of these pets. It's different amounts every time, so it's not necessarily going to be 2 of each every time, but you take, you know, the pets that it's wants, and then some blood diamonds or some blood shards, and it's going to turn it into a fused pet, which is it has the effects of both pets. So an example of this is a void alien. I believe there's one with TP. Yep, so that's about 500 bill. That's a very expensive pet. What it is it's a death pet and an alien pet. So what this means is that if you have this pet out, you can die and you'll keep an extra item, or at the same time you can also teleport out of any wilderness level as long as you're not teleblocked. So that's very nice to have. Next up, I guess I will show you. Let's get my main. Show you my main right here. Okay. Something else is you can also, when you get bounties, okay, let's see actually. So you get bounties from tiers, obviously. Tier 10 gives you 5 million bounties in the bounty shop. The bounty shop is right here. As you can see right here, you can trade it. You can get all of these different rewards. These down here are worth cash. You know, you can sell these for cash. There's a bunch of untradables and stuff. What you're going to want to do is these are worth 8 and 10 tier 10s respectively. So this is about 30 bill, and this is about 40 to 45 bill-ish. They change a fair amount, but that's good starting cash if you're going for tier 10s. If you're good at PKing, you know, it's a great moneymaker. You can talk to them, you can press, I'd like to trade in my inventory, my emblems. You press it from your inventory, and yes, trade in. That's 5 million bounties right there. And so you can see, you know, if you don't buy these aren't worth anything, but you can buy these from the TP for about 300 mil each piece, and then if you want to go for them, you can use the relics on them, and you get cursed plate body instead of obsidian. What these are they are basically, they're like a little bit less good defensively and offensively than Vesta's, which is about a 1 to 2 bill armor set. So instead of risking that 1.5 to 2 bill, you have an auto keep untradeable strength bonus with also some really decent stats and defensive stats, and then also the Cursed Void, which is the counterpart to this. It works with all the Void sets, so you know you can have Range Void, Mage Void, and then also Melee Void. What this does is you're going to take these Cursed Void ornament kits and you're going to use them on Elite Void, which you can buy for 17 million bounties, or 15 and 17 respectively. So it's like 32.5 for the whole set of Elite Void. And you use a Cursed Void kit on each piece, and you get Cursed Void, which gives really, really nice stats. It gives you crazy defensive stats. It gives some nice attack in magic and range, and it also will stack, obviously, if you equip the Void set, which will be obviously the gloves, which are these are all tradable. So the gloves and the helms are tradable, and regular Void pieces are tradable. So this works with regular Void too. It just doesn't have as nice stats. This will also give you the 10% range accuracy and damage, 45% magic accuracy and 10% magic damage, and 10% melee and melee damage and accuracy. They all give different kind of stats, I think. No, they don't. I lied. But yeah, that's what they do. So passive effect is really nice for PKing. If you're going deep buildy, it's a little easier to switch, you know, between all different Tribrid styles. Next up, we have Comp Cape. What this is gonna do, actually, he's down here. Basically, to get Comp Cape, you have to be on a trained account, which is, I wouldn't recommend switching to a trained account until you really know what you're doing, and you're gonna train all these stats. They don't take too long. You know, it's probably 3-4 hours to get all 99s. If you're really going at it pretty hard, you're gonna need to be a trained account. You're gonna need 99 on all skills. You're gonna need 1,000 kills, which takes about a week if you're playing every day, doing some pure PK and whatnot. You have to have at least a highest kill streak of 50. If you go down here, you can see the kill streak highest. Mine's 173 highest. That's a bit of a harder one, but you can do it pretty easily if you ask for some tips and stuff over either in the help CC, which is you can ask them here, and people will tell you, you know, what to use depending on the budget, whatnot. Divine's always really nice. You can buy a Divine from the TP for about 16 bill-ish, and that will reduce all damage done to you by 30%. So you can just prod that and get your 50 kill streak pretty easily. Let's see. Next up, let's do D-Zone. I'm going to show you the donator zones. So that's this donator zone. This is $10. If say you want to get donated, but you don't want to pay IRL money, you can go over to the trading post and search in 10, buy a $10 bond for about 12.8 bill, something around there, like 12 to 13 bill for the most part. And that's, you open it, and it gives you donator rank. It gives you $10 donated on your status, which is in here. Let's see, right there. I have 500 donated, as you can see, but I've just used all bonds that I've bought from the TP. And it'll also give you 1,000 donated tickets, which you can either spend at the donator shop, which I showed you earlier, or you can sell them back to the TP for about 6.2 bill-ish for 1K. So that's pretty good. You get about half of your money back, which is nice because you're only spending, you know, 6 bill then for a $10 rank, which is really nice, which will unlock this zone, which allows you to, well, actually you can't kill any of this until you have 50 donated, $50 donated, but you can kill King Black Dragon, and you can kill, I believe, you might be able to kill Revs, but I'm not sure, but it might just be KVDP. You also have your own kind of trading post and whatnot. But that $50 donator, well, if we go over to the knowledge base right here, you can see the donator perks. At $50 donator, you have the ability to spawn 6-dose flask potions. So instead of getting the regular 4 doses from like a regular potion, you get flasks, which are incredibly nice for deep wilderness. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, a $10 donor, you can use Dragonfire Special Attack, which is something very useful and unique about this server. I'll show you that in a second. And you can also have Rock Tails. So when you do Cold Food, instead of giving you Manta Rays, it's going to give you Rock Tails, which heal an extra 2 HP, and also can overheal you to 109 HP. Now, something about the Dragonfire Special, okay, stutter a bit, but special attack here, let me just go hit a revenue or something. If you press operate, it's going to send a Dragonfire special attack, which recharges every 30 seconds. You can do this on players as well, so it can stack with weapons. So it's really nice for PKing and PVMing at just a little bit of an extra damage boost. Does 10 to 15 damage. And yeah, and then there's also, like, I have a little pet right here. It restores my special attack every 30 seconds by 10%. It's a fairly cheap pet. It's like 4 bill. But yeah, there's like tons of little pets and stuff that you can get on here. There's Death Pet, which is about, yeah, that's expensive. That's 95 bill. It allows you to protect an extra item. There's tons of different pets. I don't think I can go over all of them, but I can show you some of them. There's Blood Berserker, which gives you 10% strength bonus. There's all kinds of different pets. And they all do different amazing things, which are all very useful for either PKing or PVMing. And also you can see drop tables. So say you want to see the drop table of Chaos Elemental, you're going to get a monster drop tables. You're going to search Chaos LE, and that is going to be right here. You're going to look at all of these. These can show, you know, see there's a Ring of Vigor, 1 in 200, Elemental Skin Token, Elemental SIBO, all of these. Now these are custom weapons. You aren't going to find many of the custom weapons that we have on here at all on any other servers. We have elemental weapons, which are incredible. They have great special attacks. Elemental SIBO can hit like 100 with a special attack. You get lucky. It's pretty cool. And then you have if you go to Barrel Chest, yep. You can see it drops Bandos. It drops Dragon Warhammer. It drops Barrel Chest weapons, which are very strong, kind of counterparts to Chaotix. They're tier 90 weapons, so they're custom tier 90 weapons. There are Chaotix as well, which are tier 80, but they are not custom. They were in 07. As you can see here in the Chaotic Maul, you know, they have the same stats as in 07, but they're tradable. You can also get Barrel Chest weapons, which are tier 90. I don't have any out. I'm not getting anything out, I don't think, that I can show you, but yeah, I don't. But they give incredible stats, and they all have the kind of unique special attack. For example, if you get a Barrel Chest sword, this will deactivate people's divines. So it uses 50%. It has a 50% chance of disabling the opponent's divine spirit shield effect for the next 25 hits. So that is incredible for killing. Say you have like a risk, or someone's risking a lot of money, but they have a divine. You can deactivate it, and you have stand way more of a chance against them. So it's kind of a way of balancing divine. So that's really nice. And then let's see, what else can I show you? I'll show you E-Zone, which is $100 to get here. So it's a bit more expensive, but you also get about half of the money that you put in back, as if you're not paying IRL money. If you're paying IRL money, you also make a great amount of money, which I'll show you in a second. There's Brutal Dragons all over, which you can do from the daily money making tasks. Down here, there's King Cerberus, there's the Chaos Elemental Spawn, which is spawning soon. There's a KVD right there, and then there's King Cerberus. These are all private. There's a lot of competition right now, but you know, like if you come here at off hours, there's not going to be like pretty much anyone. There's also over here a, I don't know if it's over there, so let's see. There's a skilling area. There's a couple skilling areas. So there's smithing over there. Over here, I believe, yes, there is a woodcutting and thieving area. Now the interesting thing about this thing right here is that it's a level 99 thieving stall, and it has a chance of giving blood money on your thieving attempts. So it can give 5 to 10 blood money per thief. So it's just going to add to your profit a good amount. Next up is VIP. So this is the highest one that I can show you because it's the highest rank that I have, which is $500. What it is this is where kind of PVMing is from donations are stepped up a level, and you can go here. You can see this cluster of people. There is a bank and a trading post right there, but basically, if I can find it through all these people, there is a orb somewhere in here. There it is. Okay, you're gonna click on the spawn orb, and you can spawn any of these monsters. You can spawn one of them, and it'll spawn one, and then after you kill it, it'll spawn 5 total. So once you kill 5, you have to re-click the orb and do it again, just because they don't want people AFKing forever with a Yoshi. But it's still really AFK because you can just pray and use like whatever and a Yoshi and just keep doing it, and it's insane. It's great money for rebuilds or whatever. If you want to have like an alt or something doing that, and then. Lastly, I'll show you the : donate, which will give you the ability to So say you want to donate a certain like exact amount, you can just add these to your cart in whatever way, whatever. It's 100, and you can also do like bigger increments like 100. And see how this bar is going up down here. At certain intervals, you get certain rewards as a bonus to your bomb. So you also get your bomb, but you also get extra stuff. So say you donate $150, you get a promo package free, which sells for about 100 bill, which is really nice. It can also open for some really rare rewards, but they're pretty rare, and it's obviously up to you if you want to open them. If you donate $500, you will get $500 in bonds, which is worth alone about 750 to 800 bill. You will also get a grand promo package, which is worth $500, and it opens for some insane rewards, untradables, some very useful untradables, like my Halo here, which if you look at it, it is a auto keep untradable that it binds to any helmet in the game to count as that helmet. So it'll give the stats and the effects of most helmets. What it doesn't do is it doesn't apply venom if you have a serpentine helm on it, but it does count as the helm's effect. So I have it bound with a dark serpentine helm. So if you go over to the enchant chest here, you can look and see that here under tier 2, I believe, Dark Serpentine helm, it'll have these stats, which is incredible. It's an auto keep untradable that, as you can see right here, it has those stats, which is absolutely absurd because it's just sitting there, and I can just have it whenever on any setup that I want. Now, if you look over here, go back to donate. You'll get all of these from donating $500, which is a lot. But if you want to donate, you can get, just $10 bombs or whatever, and you can sell them in the TP or use them for donator range. And that's actually about where we're going to conclude it. Now, on this video, I'm going to be doing a bond giveaway. So if you want to leave your in-game name and subscribe and like the video, you have a chance to win. Just make sure you register before entering your in-game name, because sometimes people can make the account and take your bond if you don't make an account beforehand. There will also be a link in the description, which would really help me out if you click that. It's a referral link. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.